Hi, this is Lo. Today we're going to do our next episode using Minecraft to help us learn math concepts. So basically today what we're doing is we are learning how to calculate the area of a circle, more of the theory behind it. A lot of people know the actual equation, but this is the theory behind that equation, right? So I want you to take two notes of the circle we're looking at now. Basically, we're going to cut it up, but take note of the radius, right? That is the radius. And when we cut it up, imagine that taking a scissors or a knife or whatever you're going to use and cutting basically from the edge to the center. Now imagine bending, I guess, the edges open for each individual ring in the middle. So if you do that, what you'll get is you'll get something like this, right? Now, what are we looking at specifically right here? Well, essentially, these are the number of blocks that it takes to make each one of those rings in that circle. But this is not the correct way to think about finding the area of a circle. Uh, you might ask why, and that's because we're not focused on the number of blocks. We should be focusing on the circumference that they cover. Uh, so if we look at circumference of a circle, right? Circumference is just the perimeter of a circle, which is 2 pi r. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to look from the center, so from the black block in the middle out to the edge, and what we're going to do is multiply each one of these little rings by their respective 2 pi r. And what you'll get is you'll get a series of lengths, right, for the circumference. Now, if you look at those lengths, you'll notice that suddenly that messy looking number of blocks starts to look like a nice, beautiful triangle. And triangles are really nice. We use them a lot in mathematics. Essentially, you will notice, though, that certain parts of this triangle, like right there, will have more blocks than the other sections. Now, you got to remember, pi is a number that never ends. It has decimal points that never end. So essentially, I have to round. And because this is a game about whole numbers, it's not really a game about putting in decimal places and all those fun things. Basically, I had to round to the wholest near number, uh, the nearest whole number, to essentially get this triangle. Now, what I want you to notice is that this right here is the radius. It's the same radius as the radius from the circle. And this length right here would be the base of that triangle. So the radius would be the height, and this would be the base. Now, how do we get the length of this base? Well, 2 pi times this radius would give us the length of this base. So essentially, we have all the information we really need to plug this into the equation of a triangle to instead get the area of our circle. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the classroom, go back to the whiteboard. What we're going to do is we're going to look at doing that algebraically and simplifying it down to the equation we all know and love, which is pi squared to find the area of a circle. Welcome back to the whiteboard. Here we're going to do the actual nitty-gritty math. Basically, from the visual aid, you saw that you can cut up a circle and arrange it to become a triangle. Now, when you arrange it to become a triangle, if you noticed, basically the radius was the height of that triangle, and the base of that triangle was 2 pi times the radius. So essentially, we have all the things we need to fill in to the equation of how to get the area of the triangle, but fill it in with the stuff that you would use for a circle instead. So let's actually look at that visually. So basically, everyone knows what is the area of a triangle is. So area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 times base, ooh, a little weird b, times height, right? So this will give us the area of our triangle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to replace the base and the height with what we know about our circle. So from the visual aid, we remember that h is equal to r and b is equal to 2 pi r. Remember, this gives us the circumference of a circle as well. Now, if we put that into this equation, the area of a circle instead is equal to 1/2 times our base, right? So that would be this, 2 pi r. And then we're going to put in our height, which is r. So now we have everything we need to plug into this equation. So this half and this 2 cancel. So our final answer for the area of a circle is equal to pi, and then these two r's will get multiplied together, so r squared. It really is as simple as that. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and this was just a little bit, a bit of education in your day regarding the maths. But thank you for watching.